Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining. It would be great if you could subscribe and like these videos and share them with anyone you think would benefit, as that's really going to help this channel to grow and to help more people to discover their true nature and presence and feel more peaceful and happy in their everyday lives. So let's try and spread that positivity and peace as far as we can, especially at this time in our journey as on our planet, in our evolution. It's super chaotic out there on the surface of things. So it's good to be able to tap into our deeper, calmer, and more neutral aspect to ourselves, our deepest part of ourselves that really is untouched by anything that's happening. Of course, our body mind complex is very much influenced, and we feel things very deeply. A lot of you will be empaths, no doubt. So, of course, we feel things deeply and even more deeply on the path because nothing's really being bypassed. So there's that aspect to it as well, that we are super sensitive and we care. We are open-hearted and we care, but at the same time, we have available to us over time the part of us which is completely unaffected by all of this, and that is our true deepest nature, our true nature. So, and that is inherently peaceful and loving and unconditionally loving. So that's really hard for the human mind to wrap its head around that concept. So I just really want this channel to be a place of presence, a place of respite for people, and we really, really need that. And also, from my perspective as well, it's part of my highest joy. So I'm stepping into my highest joy, and which happens to be what I'm doing here, offering presence and a place for quiet spiritual contemplation and getting to know those parts of you that are they're not so loud, but they're full of truth and wisdom and intuition and love and peace. So what's not to what's not to love? And I wonder if you are able to do that for yourself as well, to kind of tap into what is your highest enjoyment in life, what brings you genuine joy, regardless of the outcome of that, you know? So it doesn't have to be some huge big thing. It can just be, what is it that we want to watch on TV that night? What is it that who is it that we want to connect with, to phone? Who is it that we want to get to know better in our lives? Who brings us joy? Who accepts us? And I think when we find those things in our life that really bring us genuine comfort and help to raise our frequency, help to soothe our nervous system, then we're living in a place that's in greater alignment with who you truly are. And so it's not difficult to carry out those tasks, because they're, especially if they have no attachment to outcomes as well. We're just doing it because we love doing it, and that's all there is to it. So yeah, it doesn't have to be like you're necessarily. We always think maybe we has to be like our life purpose or our, what we're meant to be doing here. for our careers or something, but and it can be that, of course it can be that, but it can also be the smaller stuff as well. um, what brings you joy in the things that you eat, like what brings you into more alignment, more balance, more harmony in your body, in your system. So we really have to tune into our system, our body, our mind, our energy as well, to see what effect the things that we consume are having on us. So I know I've personally made a lot of changes at the start of the year in with regards to that, because I'm just listening more to what my body needs, and that actually may change as well. So let's have a moment together of quietening down and settling down into your body, to the present moment. And just coming into a natural breathing pattern that feels good for you, no matter how deep or shallow that may be for you. Just resting here, breathing. Nothing to do. And just noticing what's going on in your body. And that could be at the level of the physical. It could be at the level of the energetic, if you are aware of that level of yourself. No need to judge it, just noticing what's going on. And for me, for example, there's a little movement in my belly, a warmth, and without judgment, it's just a sensation. And perhaps there's other things going on for you, maybe certain thoughts, worries, maybe there's some emotions from the day. And that's okay, they can all be welcomed here. They can all be allowed to exist without trying to get rid of or banish or exile. Just noticing what is already here. And there's no need to try to change that. What happens when you allow everything, even the things that you don't want to be there? What happens when we allow that? We allow them to exist as they are, included, without needing to change a thing. And even the resistance to that notion of allowing everything to be included. Even that is welcome here, even that is included. Just maintaining that rhythmic, natural breath that's natural and comfortable for you individually. And perhaps you can notice placing your attention, your awareness to the center of your chest. Just noticing what's going on there. Breathing from that center point of your chest. And as it softens and expands, just allowing yourself to be drawn deeper. Maybe setting that intention to be drawn deeper into your true center, your heart center. Letting go and surrendering, because what's allowed to enter the spiritual heart is only truth, only the real you. The mind can't really enter that place. There's a softening, a deepening, and a letting go, a surrendering all at the same time. And then it pulls you in. Notice the shift, energy. Just trusting the process. And if you don't feel anything, don't worry about it. These things take time to trust, to deepen, to let go. Sometimes it can take time for the parts of us that are holding on tightly to trust you and to loosen their grip. So no need to judge. Just trust the process. Because I think we all know at our deepest level, we know we just have to remember, that's all. So we feel a resonance with the truth. We feel an alignment, an authenticity at our deepest point, because it's really the truth remembering itself, recognizing truth. So you can feel that and notice how that feels different to the knowledge of the mind, or even when we think that we know what our emotions are telling us. Notice how it can have a different quality, a different certainty, when truth recognizes truth. Mm. So take some deeper breaths and come back to awareness of where you are, the room that you're in, the sounds that you can hear, awareness of the body, your toes, your hands, but also at the same time notice that you can bring some of that peace, some of that recognition, some of that softening you can bring into your daily life, because there's not really any separation anyway. There's no such thing as the spiritual and the mundane. It's just one reality, one field. So checking in and noticing in your everyday life is a really important, valuable practice. As frequently as you can remember to do it, then that's when the gap kind of starts to close. So I hope you enjoyed the video. So please subscribe and help this channel grow. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks for joining, everyone.